Hello everyone, I am Satyajit and today topic is S3. We try to understand the basic fundamental concept of S3 and later we are going to creating a bucket. So try to understand what is S3. So S3 is one of the main building block of AWS. S3 stands for Simple Storage Service. It exposes a web service or a URL. By that you can store and retrieve data. S3 object can be scaled, the S3 storage object can be scaled up to 5 TB. Here the container name is called a bucket which contains files and that files is called it object. So now we are going to see that how traditionally we are storing data or files in a directory. So first of all we creating a directory, and once we creating a directory we have something called it files. We can keep the files. Now in this example index.html and home.html are two files, and it is identify a unique path called it c.c tame source index.html. Here is the path. Also a folder or directory can contain one more folder or directory. The same thing would be possible in case of AWS. And how it is possible? So first of all, the directory replaced to something called a bucket. The file replaced to something called an object. A object has a key and key is nothing but the name of the object. Each object would be uniquely identify endpoint or URL, and the endpoint, the naming convention is follow this one: bucket name, region, then the domain name, and then object key name, or key means the name, and the file extension. Now let's quickly see that how we can create a bucket in AWS. So first thing first, let's say you go to the service option, and under the storage option you can find an option called it S3. Pick this option, and here is the option called it create bucket. Let's quickly fill the bucket name. So this is the name of the bucket, and now I come at the end of this option, say create bucket. Now you can see immediately the bucket has been created successfully, and you can see the bucket count is increased to 1. If you see, the bucket would be located in global region. I'll explain in a minute why it is located in the global region. So let's pick the bucket, and now you can see that you directly come to the section called it objects, and in this case the objects are empty, and these are some of the functionality or the properties or attributes of your bucket. So now let's go and upload a file. Just give a second, and now go to this AWS, and I have some sample files. Okay, so my sample files are here. I try to upload some of the files. Let's choose the upload option. So I pick the upload option. Now here is the option to add files, so choose add files, and now this will be open. Let me pick index, and then, or I can choose multiple files. I can pick index and home, say open. Now this file have been uploaded. If I click button, this file have been this file will be uploading successfully. So now you can see that the file has been updated successfully, and once the file have been uploaded successfully, you can close this one, and now under the object list you can see the list of your object of files. Okay, even you can drag and drop. Let's say I have sample this one, I want to drag this one, so let's drag this one, and then there's an option called it upload. Now close this one, and you can see this sample.jpg would be available under your object section. Okay, now we try to see that what exactly that uniquely identify URL. So how exactly the object will be identified. Similarly, if you see your files, if files has a properties or attribute, the same thing holds good over here. here is each object has some property and attribute. For example, you can see that there is a type, the last modified date, the size, the storage class. These are some of the attributes of the object. And now let's go to one of the file. Let's say I pick index.html, and now you can see that this is the object URL. And by using this object, and this is the key, nothing but the name of the file, and here is the type, and these are the sort of attributes of the object. Now if I'm going to choose this, copy this link, and if I try to access, it's giving some exception saying that access denied. That means it's not allow you to access any of this file, not allowed to access this file. The reason being, the moment you creating any bucket, by default the access of that bucket is private. So now if you want to access this file publicly, you have to do two things. Number one, go back to your bucket. Okay, now you see that bucket and objects are not public. Okay, now you choose this option and go to permission section, and here is the section called it bucket block public access. Edit this option and uncheck this option and save changes. Here is, you have to type confirm this, and then go back to your bucket. So you can see that object can be public. So for now the bucket is public, but object is still not public. How we can verify? Let's go back again index.html and now try to select this link. And now guys, if you see that it show that access denied. So far we have enabled public access for the bucket, but the object also you have to mark that object also public. So now to make this object public, you need to go to this location again and then choose your files. Let's say I want to make all this file is public, so I can choose all this option, and in the action there's an option called it make public. Choose this option and say make public. Okay, and this option, hit again, and now you can close. Now go back to your demo folder, and now you can see that object can be public. Now go back here, now pick this index.html, and guys, now let me pick this URL. Now you can see that the image is rendering with some text. This is rendering because if you see my HTML, let me go back to my HTML. If you see my HTML, this is the index.html. Let me open this index.html, and this index.html contains this one, a title, a header, a image pointing to the sample.jpg, and this sample.jpg is located into the same location. And once you click a home button, it will be navigate to home page. So in this example there's a home button. If you see, click here to go home page. If I click, it would be navigate to home page, and if I click here, it would be go back to again home page. Okay, this is all about how to creating an object and how to creating a bucket. Let's go back to our bucket again, and let's say you want to remove. Then if you want to remove, then first thing guys, if you want to remove, okay, before remove, some of the cases you know that this bucket is like a unique name and across the AWS. So let's go on creating a bucket with some different name. Let's say I call demo, and now let me try to create a bucket. And when I pick this one, see that the bucket name is already exist. If a name is already exist, you can't creating a bucket. That's why at the very first time when I created a bucket, I put some of the put the name in a way that so that it will be uniquely identified. Okay, and the region is very simple. Let's say in a folder or in your directory you want to access something, you can't keep the similar name. If you keep the similar name, it is not possible to keep the similar name. The same concept is here. You can't keep the similar name, and since it would based on this name, it would be creating a URL or a endpoint. So that's why AWS make sure that when you're creating a bucket, that would be uniquely identified. Okay, so this is done. Now go back here again, and now this is my bucket. If I want to delete my bucket, now we try to clean up. To cleaning up, first thing, if you want to cleaning up, so choose this option, and guys, you can find out a delete option here. You can delete, but now it giving exception that your bucket contains some element. Unless until that elements or the objects are not clear, it is not going to allow us to delete the bucket. To clear this, you have to go back again, choose something, select this option and say empty. So make sure that make this bucket empty, and as it mentioned, you have to mention here permanent delete. I just copy paste the same thing and say empty. So now the bucket is empty. You can see there is no object here. Go back here, and now if you want to delete, choose this option, say delete. Okay, and here you have to type the name of the bucket, feed this information and say delete bucket. Now the bucket has been removed successfully. Today we have covered how to create a bucket and how to add a objects inside a bucket. Like this demo, please subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.